Hello and welcome to another lesson in the creation of our school management system. And in this lesson, we are going to begin adding our formulas just to begin linking up our various sheets and make references from one sheet to another. So that is exactly what we are going to be doing in this tutorial. But then before we do that, let me quickly bring you up to speed on some few things you need to know before we start with this. Now, you make sure that names of the classes we are going to be using here, type them exactly the same thing here as we have KG1 like this, KG2 in that order, basic one. This is because in our formulas we're going to be using the if count or countifs formulas or formula. Now let me just bring you up to speed on this if statement issue, and one of the statements I love in programming. We use the if statement to execute some conditions. For instance, if you say if cell, let's say M19 is equal to let's say 5, or let's say 5 like this, FIVE. If cell this, so let me add the cell this in here. What is it? Cell M19, right? Cell M19, this cell, if it's equal to 5, then something should happen in that cell. Let's say the cell should be green like this. Since the 5 is going to be a string in program is just a plain text. Let me just put it this way. We normally put them in quotations like this or inverted commas. Good. If cell M19 is equal to what? 5 as in string here, then the cell color or formatting should change from what? White to black. Until this condition here is met here, it will never change to black. How will the condition be met? Let's try to change something here. You can see how the 5 is typed here. The moment we type the 5 here, we would realize that after the if condition, the then statement we bring, which we want to happen here, that is then, that cell should be changed from white to black, would not change from white to black until it sees this 5 in it before it will do that. If you decide to type the 5 like this, it will never change to black until you type the 5 correctly the way it is like this. That is when it will then change from white to black. I hope I've made some sense out of this. The same thing is going to happen to these of our class names. Good. Let me just edit this here. You can even see I've even made a mistake. 9, and then basic 9, basic 8, basic 7, basic 6, basic 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, KG2, KG1 in that order. Let's make sure we type them like that. Let me just Control S to save, Control S. Let me just select the range to see how it's going, what's happening there. And it's still having the same thing. So it means when I go to the student details and check, or student information, blah blah, and check, still have that here. Let me just check the class, right? What I've just changed, 9, it has taken effect. Good. So basically that is that. If our classes are not named that way, it means the formulas are not going to be, it's not going to be able to detect that, and for that matter, the student is not going to be counted. You will see what I'm talking about. Let's dive right into it. Let's go to the student details sheet. Let's scroll down where we created a long table where we're going to be entering our formula and all that. Now let's check the range we are going to be using. We're going to be using this range, the class range as well as the gender range. What is going to happen is this. If the system detects here to be basic 1 and male, the students under the heading basic 1 male is going to be counted 1. Basic 1 female, the student the cell under basic 1 female is going to be counted what? 1 as well, if that is what the system detects. So this place is going to be taking classes, and this one gender. So basic 1 since you are not going to be typing it manually, it's going to be entered using the form there. What we have entered into the form is going to be appearing here exactly the same. But for now, we're going to be typing it manually. So make sure it matches. So class here, gender here, class here, gender here, as you can see the various headings. So the range here is going to be from cell C2 down to the last student. Let's check. To C601. From C2 to what? C601. If you decide to add more than this, then you trace up to the last number and write as the range. Take note of that. The second column is going to be what? From this. What do you call it? This. D2, that one too takes from D2 to the last student, that is D601. But it depends upon the number you have decided to add to what we are doing here right now. That will depend upon you. So let's go and begin entering our formulas now. Let's just come down, scroll down to there. So we're going to start with the KG1. So KG1 male. So we enter here and type equal to. So we say count ifs. Then bracket open. What criteria are we taking? So we're going to take the cell range first. Cell C2 is to C601. So let me just confirm that you can see that that range will be selected like this. You can see it's already selected. The range is selected from the top to the bottom. Good. Comma. Then we bring inverted commas. Since that range is going to be for class, so you typed class. That is what we are dealing with KG1. Count if cell within that cell range is what? KG1, KG1, the way it's typed, the way it's going to be entered them as the type here the same way, comma, and another range, that is the D, where the gender is going to be. So we say D2 is to D601, comma, and what is the criteria? Either female or male. So in this case, we are dealing with what? Male, KG1 male. So inverted commas, then we type male. Then you can then close your brackets and press enter. Now what we are saying is this: within these two range, that is under male and under class, if the student is in, we type KG1 and then the student is a male, this place is going to be what? 1. Let's just go there and confirm that. So you can see we have basic 1 but not KG1, and then male, so it's counted as 0 although there is text in it. We haven't yet entered that formula as well. So let's just assume here we have KG1 and then female. When we go there, it will not be counted because it's not male. So it's still 0. Now let's go back. Let's type. Okay, let's just change it to what? Male. Good. We are done. Let's just go back and you realize that it will be counted as what? 1. You can see 1 here. So that is how the counting is going to be done. So if we should go back there and add another student from KG1 and a male, it will be counted 2 in that order. So that is how it's going to be. So we're going to copy and paste the formulas in the other cells just to speed up our work. So what we're going to be doing is to select this. After selecting it, then you just select the content here. Exclude the equal sign. Exclude the equal sign, then Control C to copy it. So after that, you can just escape, and we have this. So let's come in here and type equal to. Then let's paste the formula, Control V. So we're going to edit it now. Still in KG1, but then female. Then we are done with that. So 0. Now the total, we're going to be doing that later. Let's go to KG2. So we type equal to, then we paste the formula. So we're going to change from KG1 to what? KG2. And then here is male. So that is okay. So we hit enter. We have the formula. So if the student is in KG2 and the male, here is going to be counted. Let's go here, equal to, and let's paste the formula. Control V. Then it's going to be KG2 and then female. KG2 and then here should be what? Female. Please, let's do it and do it perfectly. So if here the student is in KG2 and a female is going to be counted here as well. So let's go ahead and go to basic 1. So you can see, since we have basic 1 and the male there or female, I don't know which is which. The moment we enter the formula here, well, it's going to be counted for us. So let's just go equal to, Control V to paste the formula. So let's change this to basic 1. Basic 1 and a male. So it's 1 because we already have a student there, basic 1 and a male. So it's going to be counted. So it's 1. So equal to Control V. So you would want to change this to what? Basic 1 and the female. Sorry, basic 1 and the female. So enter. So 0. We have nobody there like that. So we go ahead and come to basic 2. So equal to Control V. So we change this to what? Basic 2. Basic 2 and a male should be counted for us. The student is in basic 2 and a male count for us. Here is equal to Control V. Edit it. Basic 2, sorry. 2 and then a female count for us. So we have nobody, so 0. So this is equal to, we have basic 3 now. Control V. Let's edit this. Basic 3 and a male count for us equal to Control V. Basic 3 and then a female count for us. Make sure the spellings are okay and everything is working perfectly. Let's go to basic 4 equal to Control V. Let's edit this to basic 4 and leave the male. Basic 4 male, my friend count for us. And then here, Control V. Basic 4 and then female. Then count for us. So it's doing that. The total is going to be done later, so we come this way. It's equal to, going to basic 5 now. Basic 5 and a male count for us. So make sure the typing, the spellings is correct. Basic 5 and a female. The female. You count for us, total, we leave it. Come to basic 6, this is equal to Control V. Basic 6, and then male, count for us. This is equal to, sorry, Control V, still in basic 6. Basic 6 and a female count for us. Basic 7 equal to Control V. Basic 7 is a male, so count for us. And then this is equal to Control V. Basic 7 and then a female count for us. basic 8 now. In a male, count for us. Basic 8. In a female, count for us. Finally, basic 9. In the male, count for us. Basic 9 and a female. In a female, also count for us. So we are done with that. Now let's just go ahead and sum them up so that we get a total for both. So this is equal to this cell plus this. Get the total here. This is equal to select this and plus this. Hit enter. We have the total here. This is equal to select this and plus this. Total. We have this. This is equal to select this plus this. Enter. We have the total. This is equal to this plus this. Enter. We have the total here. This is equal to this plus that. Have the total. This is equal to this plus that. We have the total. This is equal to this plus that. We have the total. This is equal to this plus that. We have the total. This is equal to this plus that. We have the total. This is equal to this plus that. We have the total. Now all male. We sum up all male and then all female here. So we click here, equal to. But this one, we go to the sum function and then then sum into brackets. So we go back and select them and proceed each and every selection with a comma. That is all male. So select this, comma, comma, 3, comma, 4, comma, 5, comma, 6, comma, 7, comma, 8, comma, 9, comma, 10, comma, then 11, and then close this and then hit enter. So we have total for all male here. From basic 1 from KG1 to basic 9, that is just 3, is like we have 11 classes, if I'm right. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we have KG1 to basic 1, basic 2, basic 3, basic 4, basic 5, basic 6, basic 7, basic 8, basic 9. That is 11 classes. So let's count this and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've gotten the total for all males. So equal to, then into brackets, or equal to sum into brackets. So let's just dive right into selecting of that of the female, with each one preceding with a comma. So this comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8 comma 9 comma 10 comma, only the yellows, 11. And I think that is the end of that. To the 11, just close the bracket and hit enter. So we don't have any female. So the grand total, just type equal to, then this plus all female plus all male, hit enter. So we have the total as 2. So let's just go back there and confirm whether all the students we have there, are they really 2 in number? I'm getting confused a bit here. Oh, okay, truly they are 2 in number. Okay, let's just try to add some random classes and then basic 9 and then female, basic 5. Let's try to make sure each class gets at least a male or female. Male, basic 6, female, basic 8, male. Now let's go back and check the number of students we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So 6 in number. And then we have how many male? 1, 2, 3, 4 male, 2 female. Good. Let's confirm and see how the formulas are working perfectly for us. We have 6 students, then how come we have 5 as the grand total? So we need to confirm that. It means in our formulas there is, or either where we entered our students, that is where the problem is, or where we entered the class and anything at all. So let's just figure that out and see. This will prove my points of you have basic 6, basic 8, basic 6, basic 5, basic 9, KG1, basic 1, basic 6, basic 5, basic 9, KG1. Yes. So let me see the number that has reduced so that I'll be able to trace the roots. Basic 5, basic 8, we have 1 male. And basic 5, we have 1 male. Let me confirm and see. Basic 5 and basic 8 male. Basic 5 and basic 8 male. Basic 5. I have male here. It's working. Basic 8. God, this function. Basic 8, I should have a male. So what is happening there? Let me check the formula. Basic 8 in a male. Basic EIGHT. Okay, basic 8 and then a male. This should work. Why is it not counting? Basic 8 in a male. EIGHT, right? That's the spelling of a male. Let me go back and confirm something there. So it's one of the male is missing, and I'm beginning to feel that it's in basic 8 in a male. Good. So let me just go back and try checking out and see. Basic 8 male is not counted. Why? Basic 8 male is not counted. Let me switch it to female and see something. Let me just go and check now. Still, so basic 8 formulas are messing me up and then up and running. Basic 8, this is it. There is something wrong with this. Basic 8 male, basic 8 female. Wow, this is what I'm talking about. For you to debug an error and fix it hasn't been easy at all. Wow, basic 8 in a male, yes, this is it. And why is it not counted? In basic 8 in a female, yeah. God, let me just go back again and check. Let's check there. Could it be my typing? Let me confirm this typing. Basic EIGHT, right? Basic 8. So it should be counted. But how come it's not counting? Wow, that's come. It could be that I didn't type it correctly. So basic 8 is now counted. You can see what I'm talking about. Just I couldn't figure out that I'm not able to type it well. I have to just go and then retype that. Well, that is one way of debugging an error. You have to be able to trace the root from one point to the other. It is not easy, my brother. So you just have to be very careful with pasting and then copying. So let's just go and figure it out and change basic 8 male and see how it's going to work now. Okay, let's go back and check. It's working. We know that our formulas are now working. So good. Basic 8. Let's confirm that and run away from here. Basic 8 male. Fine. Now it's not working. So you've seen how I just debug an error. So try entering the numbers and see wherever there is a lapse. Check on the spellings of the class and then the gender in where you're going to enter them and make sure it's matching with that of the formula. Else it wouldn't work. Thank you very much for watching and then see you in the next tutorial. Bye.